Alright guys, I'm making this video because my opinions on the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic of 2020 have frustrated a lot of my friends and even cost me a couple of them. Let me start off by extending my condolences to anyone who has been affected by COVID-19, anyone who lost a loved one, who's lost a job. I am by no means calling this situation, this virus, a hoax. It is a real virus. It is infecting people. I acknowledge that. I in no way am saying that this is some made up scam. What I do want to point out is at the time of this video, the total number of global cases, that's worldwide, is equal to about 1.25% of the number of flu cases in America in 2018. Now, that's just in America. Worldwide, it's expected that it could have been up to 1 billion people got the flu in 2018. We currently have a little over 500,000 cases globally. Let's say it was 5 times that high, and we were looking at 5 or 6% globally of the number of U.S. flu cases. That does not allow the government to come in and take away our constitutionally guaranteed rights, such as the right to freedom of speech, the right to peacefully assemble, the right to protection from unreasonable searches and seizures. Anything in the Bill of Rights, the government cannot step on. They cannot declare something and then all of a sudden go, oh, well, we're going to suspend that right because it's convenient for us or it's for the good of the people. Locally, the city I live in, on March the 23rd, issued a proclamation. Mayor Lane Curley, I hope I pronounced his last name correctly, issued a proclamation giving all the citizens of Tullahoma and Coffee County, Tennessee, a curfew. You couldn't be out unless you had your travel papers. Okay, this isn't Nazi Germany. And it really, really concerned me when my employer gave me this card. It says I'm an essential employee. I meant to show this to a police officer if they question where I'm going. This isn't Nazi Germany, okay? Fuck that card. I also want to address the fact that the very next day, after some of the local citizens got mad, Mayor Terry came to his senses and, or Mayor Lane, my apologies, Mayor Lane came to his senses and revoked the proclamation, saying that parts of it were unenforceable. Well, the part that was unenforceable was they were banning private gatherings of more than 10 people. That's in the First Amendment. As long as you are peacefully assembling, you have a right to do so. Well, when Mayor Curley decided to revoke theirs, the mayor of Robertson County, Springfield, Tennessee, decided that they were going to go one step further. On March the 25th, Billy Vogel, the mayor of Robertson County, issued a proclamation saying that it will be a Class C misdemeanor, punishable by up to 30 days in jail, if you are caught in a gathering of 10 or more people. Now, this includes churches, this includes poker games, this includes family reunions, weddings, anything that you already had planned on private property has now been canceled. Imagine if they used the same logic to apply to other pandemics or epidemics. Take the opioid crisis. How convenient and easy would it be to lower the curve on the opioid epidemic if they kicked in everyone's door and seized every opioid and then made anyone who was legitimately in need of it go to a clinic like a Suboxone clinic or something where they had to get their daily dose? They can't do that. They can't say, this is a crisis, so we're going to suspend your constitutional freedoms. It's literally there so that the government cannot do that. Now, I don't know about you, but I've always felt that there comes a big responsibility with freedom. It's our responsibility to practice social distancing, to wash your hands. If you are at a high risk, you need to stay home. The government is going to pay you. There are stimulus packages out there that they've already been voted on. We've just gone into $2 trillion worth of debt at the time I'm making this video so that we can pay people who lost work. 3.5 million Americans filed for unemployment this week. That doesn't include self-employed people or people who didn't claim unemployment because they actually do have a nest egg. All because 400 or 500,000 people across the globe have caught something that, worst numbers I've heard, is 5 times deadlier than the flu. I don't think it's that deadly. I'm not an expert. I'm sure everyone out there has seen a million Facebook posts from people claiming they are. Well, I, for one, am not going to allow the government to tell me I cannot peacefully assemble because it may put someone else at risk. If I don't come into contact with that person, it shouldn't put them at risk. If that person is so worried about being exposed to something that's contagious, they shouldn't be going to Walmart. They definitely shouldn't be waiting in line in the toilet paper aisle. Well, you might say, well, they can take precautions and Lysol wipe everything down. Well, then they can do that anyway. I am all for individual responsibility. The difference between my opinion and the opinion of all these people out there saying we should ban everything and lock people up if they're caught gathering is that your opinion doesn't require personal responsibility. If you're afraid, live in a bubble. Move to the woods, open a farm, live off the land, do whatever you have to do. You are not going to restrict me. You cannot restrict any of my constitutionally guaranteed rights. That is one of the best things about being an American. I don't want to go on any further. I hope everyone stays safe. Do follow the guidelines of the CDC, provided that they are not tyrannical and that they do not step on your constitutional rights. Thank you.